I'm Tesla, and I am ready to budget out my last paycheck of August, which is $1,638.78 after I've already assigned my investments. I'm going to be trying out the focused views in YNAB, and so I'm going to start out in my savings view. I'm going to replenish, even though this says negative 531.37, I'm going to put a little bit over that, 690.04, to get back to my 2,500 goal. I only pull about 1,500 for housing bills, and I don't use it as a true month ahead fund because I just try to cash flow everything else except my bills. So I may lower this to 2,000 or to 1,500 and move that extra money elsewhere. Not that it really matters because it's all the same bucket of money. I think I'll probably keep the process that I have, though, of removing and replenishing each month just throughout the year. And then next year, I think I'm going to hype myself up and try to actually put money ahead into future months. It makes me nervous because I like to know exactly where I'm at in the present moment. But I think in my head, I am just overcomplicating it because a lot of people do it and they like it. So next year, I'll try that. I was negative almost $400 in my auto care because I had an expensive repair with my brakes. And my lovely grandmother occasionally will send her grandkids thinking of you gifts, usually like $100. And she has amazing timing because I was able to put that 100 in here. So I'm only negative about 300. So I'm just going to fill that up right now. And now I'm back to my $1,000 target, which all my auto care repairs are very expensive, and that's also my deductible, so I don't want to put any less in it. I still do expect to be negative this month, though, because I got some quotes to redo my pantry structurally, and they were crazy high, like $2,000 to $4,000, and I just think there are way better renovations I can do for that price that I will enjoy more. So instead, I bought a freestanding pantry and paid for tools to assemble it with a friend, and then I paid my friend a little bit to help me assemble it. So that was negative 332.82, which I'm sure I can replenish in the next month, just not this month. And then I also have a doctor's appointment that I was supposed to have like 2 weeks ago, but they rescheduled me literally the morning of, like 30 minutes before my appointment. So that was totally not stressful at all. Oh, move this into health. It could definitely be a lot more negative. It could be a $500 appointment. I don't know. It's just a basic regular check-in, but I never know what to expect. And I just know I was quoted 300, and that probably just means 500. So last year I had very minimal categories. I just had three category groups, I think, or maybe four. It was basic expenses, which were needs. I had lifestyle expenses, which were wants, and then I had saving and investing. But I wanted more from my data this year. But it was annoying because my needs and my wants were all mixed in together. So I like these filtered views because it's kind of the best of both worlds. I'm going to see how I feel about it, trying to budget out this way. So I do need more in gas because this summer I have been trying to make friends or at least do more activities, which involves a lot more driving. So I'll put 70 for the next 2 weeks. All that driving is probably why I keep getting hit with a $25 toll fee. And there is still something up with my car, I'm pretty sure, but I don't feel like dealing with it anymore this month. So I'm going to wait until next month to figure out what the issue is. Bills is taken care of. I bought hand sanitizer for my car. That was $250, but I don't anticipate needing anything else. So for durables, it's a much higher category because of the handheld freestanding pantry. But I bought another handheld fan, one of those ones where like you can mist yourself with water. I had bought one before and I left it at my friend's house, and I'm pretty sure they're just gonna keep it and it's fine. I'm probably not even gonna ask for it back. But I do want another one because I think it's a great tool for dog parks, because if Chip ever gets too hot, I just mist him a little and then I'm his own personal fan holder. Because I basically work for him for free. He is my master and it's my job to fan him, I guess. And then maintenance, I'm not gonna assign anything, but something I've been wanting for a while is a custom bookcase under my stairs. I think it would look beautiful there and have a nice way to showcase my books because I do love to read. It's a triangular space though, so I'm looking into like pre-made ladder bookcases to try to see what might fit under there. But based on the quotes I got for my pantry, I feel like a really tiny bookcase under my stairs is actually just going to be a lot cheaper. So I may get quotes for that and see if I make that an improvement. I'm also looking into furniture and using up the last of my furniture fund, and then also pulling from my major repairs category to fund the rest of my furniture, because I was looking at furniture the other day on a website and I thought, man, this furniture looks so familiar. So sure enough, I go to my Notion account and I literally see a page I made for myself with the exact same furniture links over a year ago. And so it's like, okay, so clearly in the back of my mind, I've been thinking about this particular furniture set for over a year because I put it in my Notion database a year ago. And so there's the 72-hour rule where you think about buying something. I've been putting this off for over a year. so so this may be the year where I pull the plug and finally just get like a dining room table and chairs and a couch and stuff, but it's really expensive. So I'm still just going to keep thinking on it, and I'm going to go to furniture stores to actually sit on that furniture and make sure I like it. But that that may be coming as well in the next couple of months. So for groceries, I put in a Walmart order today. So if you see any yellows, that's what it's from. It's from the order from this morning. It's 22.92, but it's not even real food. It's like milk and sweet tea and lemonade and Coke and all the drinks I like to keep stocked in my fridge. But I do need to cut back unnecessary spending. And even though I technically put it under groceries, they're not necessities and they're not cheap. And I should probably cut back on the sugar anyway. So I'm thinking maybe for the rest of the year, I don't buy anything else but water, which is going to make me sad, but I'm not on track and I need to try to get back on track. And I'm like, that's a super easy thing that I can cut. So that covers that. And then I may still let myself get a meal kit box or a couple, or just like fresh fruits and veggies or whatever. So I'm going to add 120 here, but I wouldn't be surprised if I was under that. Personal care, I already bought some toiletries and health items, and of course that covers my appointment. Giving always gets 25, or support always gets 25, I should say, and Chip does not need anything. I had funded this in the beginning of the month, and then I moved money out because I don't like money to roll over. But this is for a Cozy Grove game subscription. I used to play it a lot, and then my trial period ended, so I haven't played it for a couple of months, but I found myself missing it. And my routine is to pop on my headphones and listen to an audiobook and play the game at the same time because it's a very chill, like no brainer game. And when I didn't have it anymore, I realized I wasn't really listening to audiobooks anymore and I was just watching TV, but it's much more satisfying to read than it is to watch. So I don't know. It's just a nice routine that I liked and I missed. So that is that. And this reminds me that I need to fill out another work expense report and get reimbursed for that. Okay, so dining out, I probably shouldn't put anything in this, but if I'm trying to go out and meet people for like coffees, pastries, pizza, casual lunches, whatever it is, I can't expect someone else to like cover for me, you know, and I'm paranoid and I don't want to invite anyone new to my house and let them know where I live. And it's consistently 105 degrees outside, which means the feels like temperature is like 115. So I can't just be like, oh, let's go hang out outside for free. Like it's too hot for that. So I'm just going to put 40 here. And if I come in under, that's fine. But just if something comes up, and then in junk food, I'm trying to be more disciplined with not getting fast food on my own. I think I did pretty well these last 2 weeks. I'm going to put 12 here just for like one leeway meal in case I forget to bring lunch to work or gas station snacks. But I have plenty of food, and there's a ton of padding in my groceries category. And I just realized that I'm like addicted to fast food, and that's all I've pretty much eaten my entire life. And the idea of only eating it once every 2 weeks feels really restricting, which just tells me how wild it is, how often I'm going out to eat. And it's like, I just need to not go to Taco Bell and Whataburger every time I want a snack. It is not good for me or my wallet. Appearance, I've already spent a lot this month because waxing is expensive. But as I'm trying to like be more active and meet more people, I find myself like wanting to do things like facials and pedicures and get new dresses or jewelry, stuff that I have never cared about or prioritized before. I'm not sure where it's stemming from. And I don't think I need to be regularly putting money in this category. I'm going to put 50 for now, and I'm not going to feel guilty if I use it, but I'm not. Hopefully, I come in under in that. Presents, it's my aunt's birthday, and she's doing one of those like charity things where you donate in her name, so I'll put 25 for that. Again, I may or may not use this category, entertainment, just if I get invited out somewhere. I want to put in my fair share for things, but I shouldn't need to put money anywhere else. I always put 50 in miscellaneous as a buffer, and there are some tech items that I do want, but I don't need them right now. And it doesn't feel like a lot as I'm putting small increments like 25 here, 10 there, or whatever, but you could see that in August I've assigned 427.27. So it definitely adds up, and I have $202 available, and of course anything here is flexible to be moved anywhere else. That leaves me 158.87. So that just needs to go back into my medical care fund. I am more interested in furniture. That's what I'd rather spend it on, but it's like medical care is more important than furniture. So that's my reasoning for that. So it's looking like I will be negative 365.28 this month. But it's mostly because I'm buying stuff that I planned to buy all along, or it's because it's a necessity that as an adult you just have to do what you have to do to try to stay in good health. So it's, not upset about that. I think I do like having it broken out into those chunks for budgeting purposes. And then usually on the app, I just always leave it on money available. This is probably my favorite filter. I think this month I'm going to try to do an end of the month wrap up. I know that I haven't been doing them for a while, but I think they're just good to hold myself accountable if and when I go over budget. So I will see you then. Bye.